of Sierra Leone. And even in the run-up to the election that could make you president of Sierra Leone. How will you assure us that you, your party, including supporters and operatives, will have no hand in violence, and that post-election you will work for peace and national inclusivity and cohesion? I'll give you 1 minute for that.
Well, the National Grand Coalition, as we've said, is a rainbow party. We've been very inclusive in bringing people in. We've preached only peace and inclusiveness. And so far, all our activities have been non-violent. And I want to pledge to the people of Sierra Leone, we do not believe in violence. And we will continue the march towards a progressive Sierra Leone that is peaceful, where the rule of law is obeyed, and indeed we create a unified nation. That is why we are a grand coalition of progressives. We, in fact, have suffered from violence. The last 2 days, we've been bringing in people from Mile 91. So the IG, we're very grateful that the IG has intervened because the APC is harassing our people in Mile 91. We've been harassed in Cambia as well. So we are non-violent. You have to worry about the Al-Hussein and Al-Hassan that have that tendency of violence.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yumkela. We'll go to Chief Samuel Sam Sumana.
Thank you very much. Already, I stand here very proud as an example of someone who believes in nonviolence. Precisely, having been unconstitutionally removed, I decided there will be no violence in the people of this country. I resolved that I'll give peace a chance, unlike what happened in South Sudan or recently Zimbabwe, because my people have suffered too long. They have suffered to a point under the Civil War, and then it was my responsibility to uphold the Constitution, seek redress, wherein I restore the dignity of the Constitution of this country from the dictatorship. That, notwithstanding that, my party, under the coalition of change, the party of inclusivity, wherein we have all tribes included. We believe that we have to put nation first against our individual satisfaction. It is a party that does not believe in the pettiness of tribalism. It does not believe in...
Thank you very much indeed, Chief Samuel Sam Sumana. We'll turn now to Al-Hadi.
I watch my time.
It's 1 minute. That was a mistake. They put a 2 minute counter.
Well, you gave me the comfort. I just wanted to go.
Okay. Our apologies. Shall we turn now to you, Al-Haji Musa Tarawali? How will you assure us that you, your party, including supporters and operatives, will have no hand in violence, and that after the election, you will work for peace and national inclusivity and cohesion? 1 minute.
My party is in coalition with 3 other parties. We believe in inclusion. I have transformed a lot of youths from being violent to useful citizens. I think we are a fine example of how Sierra Leone should move forward. We have the PLP, the REFP, the PDP, and the CDP. And when I win after March, I will have most of them as my advisors. We believe in coalition. I don't believe in tribalism. I am a Mende Madingo. My wife is a Timini. We have to put the development of the country above party, above color, above tribe.
Thank you very much indeed. We'll turn now to Dr. Samura Kamara.
I think, Hassan, it's fair to say that the last 10 years, we've really enjoyed peace and tranquility. And therefore, it is important that during these elections, we try to ensure that there is peace and stability. You don't want our youth or any of them to die just for one event, which occurs on the 7th of March. We don't like that. But I think what is worrying is violence is normally associated where politicians like us who want to be heads of state are so desperate that at any cost we must be winners and become presidents. And that's why we try to use the youth wrongfully to drive our ambition. And this is why I want to preach against. But I will tell you that our party, the APC, is very much committed to ensure that there is peace and quiet during the elections.
Thank you very much indeed, and we'll quickly go to retired Brigadier Julius Madabio.
Well, I will start by saying that I'm a victim of APC violence. I was attacked in broad daylight in Bowtown and injured. I went to hospital and I had to be treated, and that created a lot of commotion. Having said that, violence is actually a national malaise, and that is because of the fact that law enforcement is very weak in this country. And really, when you talk about the weakness of law enforcement, it starts from State House. Certain people are favored. But you can rest assured that the SLPP, which believes that there is only one country for us as one people, we will do everything to make sure that this election is violence-free. We lost the last election under very dubious circumstances, but I followed the rule of law. We always follow the rule of law, but we are going to assert our position that the election must be free and fair, transparent, and above board.
Thank you very much indeed, and we'll turn now to Mr. Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari.
Asana, they take this opportunity for talk to the youth to them. You know, we don't foresee that they give youth to them drugs, alcohol, for go cause mayhem, for go cause problem. My message to all the youth then in this country, not allow politicians to use you. Not allow politicians for go by total pack for you and tell you to go attack other person. In Pekin, in fact, you know they work out in Pekin where they go campaign. In Pekin, and either they na us or they oversee. Juya, Sierra Leone will not get APC Sierra Leone, will not get SLPP Sierra Leone, will not get ADP Sierra Leone. Now one Sierra Leone will get. Will not get any northern or eastern or southern Sierra Leone. Now one Sierra Leone. So me government and my political party stand very firm for tell Sierra Leoneans and say we they conform with the rule of law and support the police for law get a real credible, free and fair election.
Thank you very much indeed. So you've all spoken and we've given you a chance a few times to challenge each other. Now I'd like to give you all 3 minutes each so that you can remind the people of Sierra Leone about the good plans that you say you have for them and why you are the man for the position of the presidency of Sierra Leone. And in the order in which you balloted for this particular round, start with the candidate of the NGC, Dr. Kande Kole Yumkela.
Sierra Leoneans, I have presented myself as a servant to you to lead your nation. My party believes in an inclusive society that is free, fair, and just, where every individual has an opportunity to unleash their potential. I pledge to you today that my interest in leading you is to work for the common man, to ensure that we have jobs for the youth, that the poor market woman that labors every day in the market to sell their wares can go back home and feed their families. That the many unemployed young men and women have the skills that will make them employable. That we build an educational system that we're proud of, that will make us competitive around the world. That in fact, our medical services are robust enough, good enough, that yes, we can do good diagnosis in our country. That we have good enough medical services here to treat our people instead of flying them overseas. Salon people, I dey talk to una. I don't come, I not get no baggage. I not thief nobody money na ya. But I come with experience. I come with sababu and goodwill where we need for make the country better for una. We come for faith for the common man. For let that common man get in daily living. Make he get respect. Waiting na respect. Now where youth man wake na morning, able left chop money in a house. Able give him picking school fee for go school. And where in weft sick, able send an hospital. Waiting na respect. Now where that woman self gets income, he get job, he dey able help in family, but in self land book. Waiting a respect. Now where we dey ensure say we young girl there, no go get belle in school. Waiting a respect. Now where teacher doing work well. Where then we pay and well. Where we train and well. For educate we picking them for the future. And yes, where we the politician, no they no more the thief una money. They thief una money, they help we and we family no more. They take we minerals there, sell and cheap, because somebody give we money for we safe no more. Now that make we cannot politics. The National Grand Coalition want change for now. We don't get the same system for 56 years. Where one do one, he pass on to the other. Una try something new. New driver, new motorcar. New motorcar, new driver. We NGC, we say united we stand united. You touch one, you touch we all. And we were the suffer, now we boku. We were one good school, now we plenty. We were one good job, now we plenty. Let God help we all. As we can say in Islam, Salli ala Muhammad.
Thank you very much. You have 3 minutes. The next candidate will go to for his closing remarks. 3 minutes is the candidate of the Alliance Democratic Party, Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari.
Me Talon Fambulem. I want to tell you say tonight we get few of me. The only voice that this country, now Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari. The only opposition at this country, now Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari. They all been just sit down and been quiet. They all been muted. But now, 1 month, 2 month election, they all get all the experience. They all want knock chest who can lead this country. But believe in me, the Sierra Leonean people, they know better. The Sierra Leonean, they know the one where we don't stick for them in this country. They know what we don't they talk for them. The one we're ready for sacrifice. We don't go all out for make this country a better country. Me go deliver Salone. I go come make Sierra Leone. You go be proud for be a Sierra Leonean. I go come make a Sierra Leone where if you want work, you go get work. I go come make a Sierra Leone where if you want business opportunity, you go able go get money in a bank for make business. Not to just foreigners then we go Canada this country. All out for make this country a better country. Me go deliver Salone. I go come make a Sierra Leone where if you want work, you go get work. I go come make a Sierra Leone where if you want business opportunity, you go able go get money in a bank for make business. Not to just foreigners then we go Canada this country here for come, then come better themselves. Where Sierra Leone don't be third class citizen, fourth class citizen. It's a no. Now Mohammed Kamarimba Mansari presidency. I know they accept that, and I tell you this, me go can deliver that. And lastly, fellow Sierra Leoneans, I know for sure when I don't follow in this country, I don't go all over the country. All of the action is now number 2 at the ballot. Just go try for vote for the ADP and Mohammed Kamarimba.
Thank you
all over the
very
country.
much.
Thank you very much.
And we turn now to Alhaji Busa Tarawali of the Citizens Democratic Party.
The people of Sierra Leone, today, I don't make you understand that Mina and inspired
innovative, experienced, and visionary leader. We don't study the problems of Sierra Leone and develop a well-defined plan for this country in development. Me promise Sona that me go make the people of Sierra Leone. President Kaba, the late, he done the war. President Nkrumah, he don't make some roads. Me, they can make the people of Sierra Leone. Or make them become productive with a sense of responsibility, for pay tax, for make we move from the donor-driven economy to sustainable development. I want to assure you that me not to the lawyer, me not to the doctor, me not to the engineer, but I get the vision we will develop Sierra Leone. And once we people are empowered to make they own the process, be responsible to the country, and become the beneficiaries of the development process, then pull go down at this country. This country, none of we not go make it without God. Therefore, we forget the fear of God and be responsible to our people. We for lead with people for worship God, so that God will guide with development process. This country, in politicking, it removed God from the process and entrenched the politics, enshrines, tribalism, color, parties above the development of the people. That is why I believe, we therefore establish God as the platform and driving force who go guide we all. We want lead una today. And once God give we the wisdom and understanding for champion this country in development process, then we go achieve her. We people don't suffer a lot. They're not able to afford 3 meals. They're not able to afford good health facility, good education for them people. We prepare them. Now the missions we educate them. Sierra Leone be known as the destination for education. And now the missions, both Islamic and Christian missions,
Thank
now
you very much, Alhaji Musa Tarali. Let's turn now to the candidate of the Coalition for Change, Alhaji Chief Samuel Sam Sumana. 3 minutes for your closing remark.
Thank you. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, stand before you today. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity that as Vice President of this from 2007 to 2012. And thank you again for granting me the opportunity to serve you from 2012. But for the unconstitutionality of present regime that obstructed your vote, taking away your vote, in which Section 5 of the 1991 Constitution, wherein sovereignty belongs to the state, was thwarted by the present regime. I say to you, it was my pledge that I would uphold and maintain the Constitution of this country. So I decided that my country had gone through a whole lot. Instead of going back to the bush, like our unfortunate brothers did, instead, I decided to take the bitter pill and put nation first and restore the dignity of the Constitution of this country. Because you have suffered too long. It doesn't make sense for my individual satisfaction to wage war again because of what was done to me. I today stand before all of you and I had to run away to give peace a chance, unlike what happened in South Sudan or in Zimbabwe, to make sure that you stay in peace. And I went and fought to bring back and peace to the country that we all love. Today, as I stand here, I want you to give me the opportunity that experience being the best master among all of us contestants. I have served ISO, and I'll bring to you the issue of good governance. I'll make sure that there is transparency and accountability during my tenure of office. I'll make sure that there's equality for women in this country. No more 30, 70%, or equal opportunity for all, and for the youth of this nation. And I say to all of you that the disabled will be recognized in this country. I further say to you that I pledge that I will do my best to make sure that the social services of this country are addressed, making sure utilities are provided, making sure that electricity or water supply will be things of the past. I promise and I pledge that if you give me the opportunity again, I'll make sure that we revive the economy of this country. No more shall our youth say again, "Cry Bobodeo," but they will get up and be productive citizens of. And I promise that what we stand for as a nation, we shall exalt when we all put hands on deck, as we say in the coalition of the nation first, against our individual sacrifice.
Thank you very much. We'll turn now to Dr. Samura Kamara of the All People's Congress.
Thank you, Hassan. We family them. Today, a big day for we all. Don't listen to 6 of we who want to be presidents of this country or lead UNA to the next 5 years. I want to tell UNA say, since the war ended, we signed peace in 2002, Kalu don't make enough progress or move forward from what thing caused the civil war in this country. In the process, we don't suffer a terrible disease, don't suffer a terrible environmental disaster, don't suffer other forces. We make them trying to find ways for finance our economic development. But I can tell now one thing, and I also would all know that the greatest development we don't see in Australia during the last 10 years of the APC government. Now the APC no more. I don't make sure today we don't get well over 1,700 kilometers of road. And we'll continue for build more roads. Because it's a waiting up now, none of them know they drive the Mosokana Gota, then they drive na the good road. But they're still blind for CC, nothing will not do, and road developments no matter. We don't try for improve the energy sector, or make sure say energy available to everybody in the country. We'll not get dates, but certainly we will try for move for expand energy supply. Similarly, in the health sector, the lesson we learn from Ebola, it tell we say we need for do more on the health sector for make them responsive and resilient. We need for do more or involve with local communities. We see how partnership with the local communities, good partnership with international development partners will carry way forward. We need to do more in the water system, even though today, almost all the major towns in this country get water system over the last 10 years. In education, we don't build more schools, bigger enrollment. 4 universities today as composed to the time we only get 2. I think we don't do very well. Teachers are better remunerated. In the security sector, the police, the army, and all other security apparatus, they all who don't try to improve the operational qualities and moving forward. Yes, we have to do more. And that's why it is good when I get somebody like me, we'll get experience. We honestly appreciate what the government don't do before, not for deny like a blind, and then for try for move forward and do more together with UNA. I need UNA support. This is my Sierra Leone, your Sierra Leone.
We'll now call upon the final presidential candidate at this presidential debate tonight to give his final pitch to the people of Sierra Leone. Retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio of the Sierra Leone People's Party.
The people of Sierra Leone, I have served this nation as your head of state, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and your first Chief of Defense Staff. So I have the unique experience of running a state, and I did so when it was at war. If you want to hit the ground running, then I am your best candidate. Me, not to apprentice. I have come from a disciplined background. I promise to provide credible, disciplined leadership to help us move the development process in this country. With every modesty, I am one of the most enduring political figures of our time and the most popular at this point in time. Many remember and think and call me the father of democracy because I promised democracy for this country and I delivered. I promised peace for this country and I delivered. So when I make my promises, it is against a credible track record that you can rely on. I have fought for this nation. When many were hiding, I fought for you. I also have a credible plan to save this nation, and I have a credible team to help me execute that plan. I have said this election is about the future of our great nation, Sierra Leone. The future of our children, the future of our grandchildren. The people of this country are suffering immensely under the weight of rampant corruption and mismanagement of the APC. So if you want democratic change to end their suffering, vote Julius Maada Bio and the SLPP. If you want free education for our children, vote Julius Maada Bio and the SLPP. If you want jobs for our youths roaming the streets, vote Julius Maada Bio and the SLPP. If you want an end to rampant corruption, indiscipline and lawlessness, where nobody is above the law, and I mean nobody is above the law, vote Julius Maada Bio and the SLPP. If you want good hospitals, good roads, electricity for all Sierra Leoneans, better salaries for our teachers, nurses, police, military, prison officers, and all public sector workers, then vote Julius Maada Bio. If you want efficient political and economic management of the state and its natural resources for the benefit of all Sierra Leoneans, vote Julius Maada Bio and the SLPP. If you want inclusive government, inclusive development, where everyone is in and no one is out,
thank you
vote
very much.
Julius Maada Bio and the SLPP.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure listening to you all, gentlemen, and in a moment I'll be giving my closing remarks. But before I do that, I'd like to invite Dr. Mahmoud Idris Tarawale, my friend, my brother, my former workmate, to acknowledge the strength of the team and the effort that have gone into creating this wonderful event for the first time ever, where we have the main contenders for the presidency of Sierra Leone standing together on a platform, displaying national unity, displaying the sense of pride in the country, and demonstrating that it's a battle of ideas and not a battle amongst people. Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Idris Tarawale. We'll give you 30 seconds. You can use my mic.
Good evening, Hassan, and thank you so much. I want to talk like you, but before we begin talk, Hassan, I want to ask the people in the salon, let we all clap for ourselves. Tonight, we made history. Tonight, we also make a democratic milestone. Tonight, we began the process of public policy dialogue in the politics of Sierra Leone. The fact that we have the 6 gentlemen who want to be president of the Republic of Sierra Leone talking to each other, not fighting, not throwing stones. We are making progress. Hassan knows, some 5 years ago, we tried to organize a presidential debate. We were literally begging political parties to participate. Today, political parties want to take us to court to participate in the presidential debate. We've made progress. We've made progress. So we're setting the stage. In the next 5 years, we'll learn from our errors. We'll perfect the process. And I'm sure the next presidential debate will be much more better than this. So on behalf of our donors, on behalf of all those who participated in this process, I want to say a big thank you. But before I do that, this process started a very long way. A lot of people made sacrifices. A lot of people contributed to this process. I want to call on the CEO of AYV, Mr. Junior Anthony Navarro. Please put a big hand for this young man. He made a tremendous sacrifice. The President of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, Mr. Kelvin Lewis. The Commissioner of the PPIC, the Political Parties Registration Commission, please come down. And I want to invite all the civil society organizations who contributed to this process. CGG, the Standing Together for Democracy Consortium, National Elections Watch, Green Singi. I want to call on Joe Pemabi of Osiwa. All the partners that contributed, can you please walk to the stage so that the people of Sierra Leone will see the sacrifices you made to this process and to acknowledge your contribution to our democratic transition. Please come to the stage. The Independence Radio Network, Ransford Wright, Nace, where are they? But before then, Sierra Leoneans will want to know who's all get this money. It's been very expensive. On behalf of the organizing committee, I want to acknowledge our donors. We got funding from the American people through USAID and the National Democratic Institute, NDI. Jeff, come down. We need you, Jeff. We got funding from the UK Department for International Development, DFID. And we have a very wonderful lady in the name of Sarah Barnett. Wherever Sarah is, we are very grateful. Thank you very much. Simsinia Joe of DFID, we are very grateful. Thank you so much. But we also got funding from our brothers in West Africa. Joe Pemabi, we are really, truly grateful. Osiwa, thanks so much for your funding. As we close up, I want to give 30 seconds to the President of SLAG and 30 seconds to the Chief Executive Officer of AYV Empire to make small contribution on how far we've come to get to where we are tonight. Kelvin.
Thank you very much, Mahmoud. This journey for Sierra Leone actually started in 1996. For the US, the first debate was in 1961, and it was between John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon. We started this journey in 1996. I was one of those who asked questions in this hall, and I think I saw one of the presidential candidates then, Dr. Abbas Bundu. He was one of the presidential candidates then. And year after year, we have tried to perfect this process. Today, we're very close. We're not perfect, but thank God we pulled this off. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much, Kelvin. Mr. Anthony Navarro.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you to all of you. Please let us give all of us a thunderous round of applause, please. I also want to thank the 6 flag bearers. Please let us give them a thunderous round of applause. This evening, I said I had an interview with the BBC, and I did say that the trajectory is changing all over Africa, and Sierra Leone is taking the lead. Indeed, tonight is a clear manifestation. What we've displayed here tonight, a clear manifestation to prove that we are moving forward in terms of our democracy. We want to thank all our leaders for creating the platform, for all of us. And we also, on behalf of AYV TV, SLBC, Star TV, thank the people and government of Sierra Leone for creating the enabling environment for us to thrive. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you, and thank you, our flag bearers. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Navo. Joe Pemabi, you have 30 seconds.
Well, I'm really humbled to be here tonight, and we're extremely delighted to be part of this landmark occasion. We started this journey a couple of years ago, and even a few weeks ago, when we met at AYV, we weren't sure we were going to pull this off. But then, the main event of the Open Society Initiative for West Africa, OSIWA, which I represent here in Sierra Leone, approved this grant because they had confidence and trust in the recommendation that we put forward for funding. Because as an institution, we believe that the people of this country must be involved in governance processes. And this is a very crucial part of it. Accountable governance for us is key. And again, we are delighted to have all the flag bearers here this evening. And I hope this will be the beginning of whoever emerges as president of the Republic of Sierra Leone's accountability to the people of this country. Again, we are going to track whoever becomes the president. All your promises that you've made here tonight, we are funding a project to track your commitments on a quarterly basis, and you'll be accountable to the people of this country. And thank you so much, AYV, for this partnership, and my colleagues. It's been a wonderful opportunity. People of Salud, make we ask the president, the next president, for answer to all what's in there. Don't tell we today. Make we hold them accountable. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much. As we summarize, we want to say a very big thank you to Hassan. He flew all the way from the UK to moderate the program. Our technical team, Tony and Angela, our brothers from the SLBC and Star TV. We will stay engaged. We'll come back to you later on to follow up on your public policy commitment. To the people of Sierra Leone, democracy in progress. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. The hopes, the aspiration, and the vision of 6 of your 16 candidates for president. Over the next few weeks, we shall have the youth debate and the women's debate that will be coming to you live from the British Council. It is my hope that tonight's events have been enlightening for you as they have been for me. So I want to say to all the people of Sierra Leone, Ona Tenki, Mina Ona host, Hassan Aruni, live from the Buntumani Conference Center, Freetown, Sierra Leone. Good night.